this is Bob Basin from FXM Prime. Welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the moving averages, the day's support, resistance, and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Sunday, the 14th of November. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, been a bullish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin avoid a fall through the pivot at 24264 to take another run at the first major resistance level at 65123. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and morning high 65311 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 67,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 65848. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 63539 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stick over the second major support level at 62680. Looking at the moving averages, we've got the 50 and the 200 converged at the moment, with the 50 looking to break away, so look out for a possible narrowing on the 100 to provide morning support. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 64264 and break back through to 65,000 levels to then target 67,000 levels on the day. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, it's been a mixed morning. Good news to see Ethereum avoid a fallback through the pivot at 4647 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 4706. Plenty of support from the broader market will be needed for Ethereum to break out from this morning's high and back through to 4700 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 4708.6 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target its all-time high at 4867.81 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 4768. Fallback through the pivot will bring the first major support level of 4585 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 4500 levels. Second major support level 4525 should limit the downside. Looking at the moving averages, we've got the 50 narrowing marginally on the 100 and pulling away from the 200, but no immediate signs of a bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the morning. So key would be for Ethereum to avoid the pivot 4647 and break back through to 4700 levels to then bring resistance levels and its all-time high into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, it's been a choppy start to the day. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid a fall through the pivot at 256 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 266. Plenty of support from the broader market is going to be needed for Litecoin to break out from this morning's high that was at 262.71. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target 280s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 275. The fallback through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 247 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 240s. Second major support level sits at 237. Looking at the moving averages, the 50 EMA is holding its ground on the 100 and the 200, so look out for any widening to provide support. A narrowing would bring support levels into play, so key would be to avoid a fallback through the pivot at 256 and break back through to 260 levels to then take a run at 280s on the day. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also a mixed morning. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fall through the pivot at 1.1869 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.2073. Plenty of support is going to be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.2s. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.20311 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target the second major resistance level at 1.2235 before any pullback. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.1707 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 1.15s. Second major support level at 1.1503 should limit the downside. Looking at the moving averages, the 50 EMA has pulled back from the 100 and the 200, with the 100 closing in on the 200. That's bearish signal, so look out for a possible bearish cross 100 through the 200 that would bring support levels into play. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 1.1869, break back through to 1.2s to then target the second major resistance level at 1.2235.